Okay, thanks for staying with us. Another story in Daily Sun?
Yes, so they said much has not been heard of the controversy about the Anambra, the lawmaker that was killed, and then that the people that were held in custody, they ran away. So they said there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the arrest and escape from police custody of some of the suspects arrested in connection with the kidnap and murder of Justice Azuka, representing Onitsha North Constituency 1 in Anambra State House of Assembly. This pains me because I'm from Onitsha North, so this is quite personal to me. So while reactions continue to trail the sudden announcement, it was said that that Azuka was kidnapped on 2024 Christmas Eve while traveling home, for Christmas. His body was later found on the new Niger Bridge in Onitsha on February 6, 2025. They said that while the police took the suspects, that they ran away. And then people are asking, is it that they did not handcuff them? Is it that the police did not rush or try to catch them or even shoot that, okay, these people are escaping arrest? That what actually happened, the Anambra State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, he was the one that announced it, right? And then he also said that, yes, that he also said that they also kept the stolen vehicles from the operation, yes. But people are really upset about this, especially a media personality, Mr. Uche Nwora, who has raised some questions and saying that based on information available to him, that the incident happened before the new Commissioner of Police in Anambra State took over on February 10th, that he wondered why his predecessor, CP Obono Itam, could not announce the escape, leaving his successor to discover these days after. So that they feel that there's a conspiracy between the police and the syndicate, because there's a lot going on that. So they want this matter to be investigated.
I think it's important it is investigated.
I really hope it's investigated, but no, Nigeria, the way things are sometimes.
So I have the story. This one is extremely unusual, but the West African Society of Parental and Eternal Nutrition have discovered that there is increase in hospitalization and higher mortality rates and preventable deaths that can be avoided based on lack of nutritional food in the hospital. So people that are in the hospital don't get good nutritional food. He said that they need to create a standardized clinical nutrition guideline that ensures nutrition products are affordable and accessible within the hospital. So people that are hospitalized, if they don't have family members that are bringing them healthy, nutritious food, most of them spend longer time in the hospital. Many of them the rate of deaths increase based on their lack of access to nutritious food within the hospitals. And I think it's something that should be looked into. Of course, we know that 20% of the 50% of hospitalized patients suffer malnutrition. 20% or 50% of hospitalized patients suffer malnutrition in Nigeria. So obviously, you shouldn't be in the hospital when you are sick and then you don't have access to food because your body will not recover fast.
They call it double jeopardy. Okay, Vanguard. USAID sponsorship of Boko Haram, Senate summons NSA, DGs of DSS, NIA, and DIA. USAID, Nigeria's average $1 billion annual receipts from US under threat. Visa denial, Nigeria won't tolerate disrespect from any country. PDP crisis, court declines to stop INEC from recognizing Anyanwu's sack. Rivers community battles NPDC over alleged diversion of oil wells. Fiscal autonomy, why CBN hasn't released funds to the 774 local governments. Adebanjo Edwin Clark, how death of 2 titans in 3 days shook Nigeria. And Nigeria imports 25 million liters of petrol daily, says federal government. Okay, which story are we taking in Vanguard, YK?
Okay, I took the Lukman story. Lukman is the footballer with Atlanta Star. He has called what his coach said. His coach said that said he was a bad penalty shooter. He says he was not supposed to take that penalty. He's one of the worst penalty takers I've ever seen. So Lukman has said that he's disrespectful and that's not what happened. That what happened was he had scored. The team was leading their own team against 5-3-0. He scored one. He scored the first goal. So then the next goal, he was supposed to now take they had told him to take the penalty. He missed it, but that the coach should not have said that. That's the coach had said that he has a terrible record. Even in training, he converts very few of them to goals. So he has now spoken out and suggested. He said, it's interesting. First, he's Nigerian. Secondly, he was facing his coach. He was telling his coach. He says that this kind of comment should have been said secretly, not publicly.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let me take the USAID story. So, the Senate, as you know, the ongoing issue where an American congressman had alleged that Boko Haram has been sponsored by some of these funds, USAID. So, the Senate on Wednesday invited the National Security Advisor, Malam Nugun Ribadu, the DG of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, that's Mr. Mohammed, and the DG of the Department of State Services, DSS, on the recent allegations that the United States allegedly international development USAID funds are funding terrorism, especially Boko Haram, around the globe. The security chiefs are to brief the Senate in camera on the veracity or otherwise the allegation, which also being investigated by the U.S. government. The Nigerian Senate passed the resolution in Abuja yesterday during the plenary presided over by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio or Senator Alin Dume, who had moved a motion of urgent national importance urging the Senate to investigate the allegation considering the devastations caused by Boko Haram in Nigeria over the years. This is, as I said, it's a scandalous issue, and we hope that investigation from the U.S. government and Nigeria can yield results, because it will be quite damning to see if indeed USAID was funding Boko Haram
I was listening to the radio today, and this guy, he was saying that he doesn't believe the story. He says, yes, America, they always involve themselves in this kind of thing, but that the origin of Boko Haram was from ISIS, you know. He's not denying that America fund all these kind of things, but he's just saying that the origin of Boko Haram was not from America, but it was ISIS.
The USA never discussed about origin. They're talking about how we're funding it. So you can have something originated from your country or from ISIS, but who is funding it? Who is using it to disrupt a government? Who is using it for a selfish purpose? We don't know.
But you remember that guy saying in the north, especially Chad, there's this very precious mineral, Californium, that Abacha's aide, what's his name? Mustafa.
I was saying that.
You've not watched the video.
Yeah.
He has done many.
I saw that video. I know.
He's even done a more recent one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the oil-bearing community of Umu Ede, Okwara, in Eche local government area of Rivers State has raised alarm over what it described as uncomplimentary diversion of the state's key oil wells to its neighboring state, which is Abia State. Yeah, the community blamed the Nigerian Petroleum Development Company for erroneously moving some oil wells from theirs to Abia State, from Rivers State to Abia State, thereby causing Rivers State government to daily lose 10 billion naira in revenue over the years. Because it said that it said that the community had 15 oil wells, but now the MPDC is denying and alleging that they are wrong about that. That when they checked, that they also had one of the wells that they had included well 60, which had been in operation since 1961. But in their record, MPDC has said that they have only 8 wells out of these 8, only 4 are functioning. They are saying that usually Rivers State produces daily 4,000 barrel per day, right? But that with this, that they are losing over 10 billion naira on daily basis, and they are going to fight this. And aside from fighting this, they also want to fight the fact that SPDC Shell, which allegedly caused a spill, right, in their community with another company called Hayes, and destroyed their mangrove and aquaculture, has denied their farmers and their fishing folks jobs, because there's no more jobs. They spoiled that, and that they've also refused to pay compensation to their community. So now that they have plenty things they are fighting that they want their oil wells back because of the boundary disputes, and that they want compensation for the oil spill.
And saying you didn't take the visa denial story. Oh,
Yes.
so the chief of the defense staff.
We have to run. Unfortunately, we don't have any more time. That's all we can take on Front Page Review this morning. When we come back, move on to our next segment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.